after these El Tito podcasts, the grace we have to extend to these men. I, Sana, may the grace of the love and the fellowship. My man, I will be extending grace and fellowship from here to Kunu. After Ekunu, Tsitsikama. After Tsitsikama, Sekrebech. This is where I'm going to lose the head. Yeah? Naya, Tendo, block A. Tendo, block D. Indaba yegrace. Hawu. Ngiyanamukela kwinkqubo yami bomntu abakadayati bomntu abakagogo bomntu abaka-anti bomntu abakasisi. I am Sims and it's at the right Sims on Instagram, so please follow your sister. I also promote businesses and YouTube channels. I'm sorry, Kamu Hala. Yeah, since away Valentine's. Don't. I know you. I don't. When you have time, don't use that time to get pregnant. Nyanas, nyankuza njalo, Lovers Plus, Peltus, use it. I thank you. Ghost Hlubi, my colleague, brand new BMW. Gucci crashed. Abraham Fontaine. Yinto zabantu Ghost Hlubi. Ngicela sihambe ngikhaphe kababa Sibanyoni soyenza umsebenzi. Brand new. Cha. Bekumele siyobika le moto. Ngeke. Into zabantu. Prayers and sorrows goes to be. But I see Khori, you didn't get injured because you still managed to find time to pose in front of the crashed car. Yeah. So I was going to say speedy recovery to the car because you were very speedy to take that picture. Ne? Yeah. Yenina. Come here. Ne? So there is this very big music director. Ne? Like they do very amazing things, very amazing music videos. A lot of music videos that we know, ne? Cloud Cassette. So he now has an album out, ne? And I was selling pop. On that album, please listen to this album. It's a piano album, very nice. Very nice. There's a particular song on this album. We Belong Together. I think he is singing about a particular someone. Go and then come back and tell me. I have my ideas. Piano industry, music video director, Dala music industry, Cloud Cassette. We will come back. No, we will come back and we discuss what. Did you hear? Okay. Yes. Open. Guys, we are doing a big job here. You thought you got this promotion for nothing. Senior management is not for the faint-hearted. You must keep your ears on the ground. Now we are listening to music so we can figure things out. Please. Yo! Luna. Nandima Dita, you remember, said we must give grace. This week we are breadwinning Mamela. It's no, don't act like it's a brand new topic. Women, especially, I'm going to say this, especially black women, have been breadwinners for the longest time, but they just pretend that they don't breadwin, and it's the men that provide. We've seen this from our great grandmothers. They go to work and do everything, and then they say, "Oh, my husband this, my husband that, my husband this." You know why? Because we were taught ukvala ihlazo. Mosadi o tshwara pizza ya thipa ka le croissant ka Carol Boys so. Yes. So now, Aneka Dambuza is married to Sihle Dambuza. She is the city Makoti, right? She's very big on TikTok. She's a big TikTok content creator, but she is now on a reality show called City Makoti, where her storyline is just her being like the breadwinner since Usihle is no longer employed. He's no longer a 9 to 5. So she does say some things are like just a bit heavy on her, and she's the breadwinner. So now people came in like, why would you say that? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? And then she had to come on social media and be like, guys, this is the reality of my marriage and this is the reality of my relationship, And we have to talk about these things, And Annika, not that race matters, ne? But because she is not of brown skin, she is like, it happens far more than you guys know. But we black women want to pretend, what? That is so shameful when we know the truth about breadwinning. Like, please be so real. Be so real.
Moeniela, why does talking about a female breadwinner make people feel so uncomfortable? Why is it automatically assumed that it will bruise a man's ego? I know a lot of women keep quiet or they lie about who the real breadwinner is to protect egos, but a confident man is not embarrassed by his partner's success. And he's secure enough in his masculinity to stand beside her and not compete with it. Sila has always been so supportive of me, and I wouldn't have been able to do anything that I've done without him. I'm also not sharing too much. In fact, the reaction in the comment section is exactly why I chose to share that. It just shows how deeply society still ties a man's value to provision, and how rarely we make space for other realities, because now I have to pretend or lie or keep quiet about my reality. A female breadwinner is extremely normal in my reality. We live in a time where women are working, succeeding, doing really well. What do you expect? And when that success shows up in a marriage, it challenges long-held ideas. Not because it's wrong, but because it's not the way we grew up. It's not the story to tell. Mina, for me, respect is the foundation of a home. We don't run a home with finances, we run it with values. Money doesn't lead a family, values do. In our home, Umyenuam is deeply respected as the head of the house. Leadership isn't only about financial provision. It's about presence and guidance and covering your family emotionally and spiritually. Also, being the financial provider doesn't automatically make you a good husband. An employee, you have to come home and still be a husband, show up, be present. You still have to be a father. Love has to be felt, not funded. And the hill that I'm willing to die on is this one. Every woman should be able to maintain her lifestyle without her man. Every woman must be able to take care of herself. Not because she doesn't value partnership, but strength and independence can coexist.
Nemus, so it's not something like shameful. It's not, because it's the truth, guys. It is the truth. And then while we were still simmering on Anika Ndabuza, talking about her being a breadwinner, guess what? There was a clip circulating around social media of Bontle Mudisele and Pretty Ugly. We know this couple. We know they've been together forever. I went to school with them. I loved them from UJ days, okay? And Pretty Ugly was like, I never had to ask anyone else. It doesn't matter. You guys are such an amazing couple. You have the most healthiest relationship. Do you know that these people say they've never had a fight? All these years, I've known this couple from 2010 me at UJ. But they've never fought. Yes, I don't know. They have disagreements, they have misunderstandings, but they've never had like a fight, like a couple fights. No, they don't. They've never, in all the years they've been together. So there's an ongoing joke. You guys know it's not even funny. There's an ongoing joke on social media that Buntle Mudisela is the one taking care of Pretty Ugly. She's the breadwinner. Pretty Ugly is the upcoming rapper. He's an award-winning, summer-winning rapper. Imagine. Anyway, he's upcoming. So Buntle is the one that is the provider. So El Tito had to ask Khori, okay, how do you feel about this comments that are circulating regarding you being the breadwinner? And this is what she had to say.
You see people on the internet try to make fun of you guys' relationship, like saying, oh, you the breadwinner, Pretty Ugly is taking care of the kids. How do you feel when they would say such things on the internet?
I'm reasonable in the sense that I understand that there are seasons in people's lives.
Facts.
There are moments and times where he'll be up and I may not be.
Facts.
There'll be moments where I'll be up and he may not be. It's not going to change how I feel about him, because at the core, I respect this man. That's why I'm saying, if money is the only thing a man has to offer, that's so unfortunate. There's got to be more to you. If your partner is flawed in their logic, in their morals, in their values, but he's up with the money, it's going to show up in ways that are unfortunate. It's going to show up in the absent father. It's going to show up in the not long-lasting marriages. It's going to show.
I don't think you understand how much of an anomaly you are.
It's about any man who was in my life. I had no expectation of being looked after. I had no expectation of getting my nails done, getting my hair done, getting this done, rent paid, all of that stuff, and having him paid for it. In fact, that made me uncomfortable because it's like, yeah, that makes me uncomfortable. I was more afraid of what the long-term consequence was of what I owed you because of everything you gave me. And if I was more afraid of that, at what cost?
Tell me, how did you propose? Don't tell me Winklet did it.
We got married on the same day as
Somizi
Somizi and Mohale.
Yeah, but
And I remember there was a big thing on social media would say, yo, everyone knows about Somizi's wedding. Like, we don't even know about your guys' wedding. But not to say anything negative on Somizi and his relationship, but look where that is.
facts.
And look where
Yeah. Because, okay, when it came to Nadima Dida, I don't know, I think maybe I was a bit harsh in my commentary. I feel like women like this do exist, like soft, untainted women that just have this calm and soft perspective on life and worldly views. They just have a different approach, you know. It's not always so hard and always on the defense. Like, you just have this home choice, chive flower cover when it comes to like their opinion and perspective. And I've come to understand that we have to respect such opinions because not everyone honestly is a Winnie Madikizela. Not everyone is like, no, a man is a provider in. Some women just come with that extraordinary level of understanding, Sana. You know, we can have these conversations without being insultative in the comment section, without trampling on each other. You know, we can just have a healthy discussion because I feel like these conversations this year, like how we're starting the year, we are like putting everything out in the open, and women are openly admitting, "Well, I do take care of my household." It's not conventional, but imagine if I put money first and then I have a horrible husband. Because we've seen relationships that a man is a provider and he's a horrible character. We've seen those relationships on social media and we've seen how they've ended, and they always seem to be embarrassing the women when the man is the primary caregiver and provider, because he's like, what, I can give it, I can take it, or I can embarrass it. Thank you, Angel. You understand? So, like, how do you guys feel about this? Let us talk in the comment section down below. But like, just digesting, Jorge, this is the reality of our lives. Whether we speak about it or not, women have become more educated, more empowered. So they run companies, they've got businesses, they have big positions at work. And yes, the higher the women go up, the more the pool of finding the love of your life goes down, you know? Because for just an average man, it needs a 9 out of 10 women, Baba. Like, men can be average always, but women need to be 199,000% up there. Baba.